Oh God. Yeah. Whatever. We're just gonna rock with it. There's like a clear color difference. Which side do you guys think looks better? Oh, no, that's crazy. Like, look. Tan? No tan. Tan? No tan. I look like I got a bad sunburn. Friends, welcome back, and if you're new, welcome. My name is Nikki. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. It's right next to the subscribe button so you don't miss out on new uploads. I'm currently uploading 5 days a week minimum, usually 7 days a week, and I live stream every Monday. So if you hit the bell, it's right next to the subscribe button. You will get notified of all of my new uploads. Today, I'm doing another Fenty Beauty video. You guys seem to be enjoying them. I think I've already done I've done 3 Fenty Beauty videos. If you have no idea what I'm talking about and you've been under a rock, Rihanna released her makeup line just this last Friday, September 8th. So the internet, YouTube, everybody's been going crazy. There's millions of reviews and first impressions. So I thought, let's do something a little different. Instead of just doing a review video on the Fenty Beauty foundation, why not put it to the test with one of my favorite foundations? Drugstore or high-end, I love this foundation. This is the Revlon Color Stay Combination Oily Foundation in 410 Cappuccino. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's basically empty. I've been using this foundation for years. It's just one of my favorites. Just an FYI, my skin type is very oily. I probably have some of the most oily skin a person can have. Very oily, acne-prone skin. I've used this for years. It's full coverage. It's long wearing. I actually did a video. If you want to check it out, I'll leave a link to it down below. It's super old, like 2 years old, where I left this on for 14 hours and this stuff did not budge. I worked out that day. I went to a concert. I remember clearly because I was like shocked that a drugstore foundation would do that. So this is one of my holy grails, top 5. Love it. If you have oily skin and you like long wearing full coverage foundation that's affordable, recommend it. So I thought, let's put it to the test with this new Fenty Beauty foundation. And I have this in the shade 450. I tried to film this yesterday and it was a total fail. If you haven't seen that video, I'll leave a link to it on the screen and down below. That was a fail. So I went back to Sephora. I got this shade. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do half of my face with Fenty Beauty, half of my face with the Revlon Color Stay, and then we'll just see what happens. I just want to see how they compare. Really, this is a review video on this foundation, but I just want to see how it compares to one of my favorite drugstore foundations. So I'm going to do half of my face with both, and then I'll just check in with you throughout the day, and that way I can give you a detailed review on this. We can see how long wearing it is. I'm going to try to leave this on as long as humanly possible. Usually in these videos, I leave the makeup on for a minimum of 12 hours. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go back in time. I'm gonna zoom you in on this HD camera. I have no makeup on, so do not be judging me, okay? It is hard to put yourself out there like that. Actually, for me, it's not. I don't care. People like talk about, oh my God, your skin, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, whatever. So we're gonna go back in time. I'm gonna zoom you in, no makeup, do half the face, and then I'll check in with you throughout the day. This video is going to be long. These first impression videos are always long because I check in with you throughout the day and I do updates. So grab a snack, grab a cup of tea, grab a cup of vodka, whatever you like. Okay? If you're having vodka right now, I admire you. Okay? Just kidding. Don't drink alcohol, kids. All right, tangent. I gotta go. Let's go back in time. All right, I'm aware I look totally different from the intro. You're up close, you're personal. Let's do this. Take 2. If you don't know what I mean with take 2, I already tried to film this and it was a fail. So I'll leave a link to that video on the screen or I'll leave it down below. So, all right, we have these 2 right here. So in the Fenty Beauty, we have the shade 450, and then in Revlon Color Stay, which you can tell I love because it is almost gone, this is the shade Cappuccino 410 Combination Oily Skin. So the Fenty Beauty one says shake well, so let's do that. I love shaking that up. Okay, shaking well. I have the foundation brush. I tried to clean off that first foundation that I used as much as I can, but it's still in there. But you can see nothing's coming off. Like it's just in the bristles. So This brush is really nice. When I tried to use it in the first video, it was just really soft, really smooth. I really like it. At first I was like, this is way too expensive, but oh, a little product's coming off. Maybe we won't use this brush because it has some of the darker foundation on it. So let's just use one of my good old Amazon brushes. I did a full review on Amazon brushes, ones that I've loved, that I've been using for years, some that didn't work out. I'll leave a link to that video down below and I'll put it on the screen because you can find some really good, affordable brushes on Amazon. I feel like no one talks about it. Here we go. Squirt it out. It scares me when I do the squirts. Oh, there's a piece of lint. Because it's really liquidy, so I was like, ooh. But let's go in. So here's what the color looks like. This is 450 Cool, so that's what it looks like on my hand. Let's see what it looks like on the face. I was going to put primer on, but you guys told me in the first video that you'd rather me do it without primer just so you can see how the foundation itself lasts. So no primer. I do usually use the Cover FX mattifying primer, but you guys said you want me to try it with no primer, so let's go. I'm going to do the right side of my face with the Fenty Beauty foundation. Oh yeah, this color is way better than that color I tried to use in the other video. Oh my god. If you didn't see it, you need to go watch it. I don't want to spoil it for you. Pause this one and go and watch that one because it's funny, but that was not my shade. And that was the shade 470. This is 450 and this looks perfect. Now the girl at Sephora was telling me this does oxidize a bit, so I probably should have gone another shade lighter, but we'll just see. We'll see what happens throughout the day. So I would say that this is very soft. This feels very nice. It feels like I have nothing on my skin, which I really like. If you have like acne or acne scarring, you guys can see that I have that there. You're gonna need to build it up. It's not full coverage. It's definitely medium coverage. You can tell. I knew it would be because of the consistency, but it's very easy to build it. And it just feels, gosh, it just feels very nice. It just feels very comfortable. I really like the way it feels. I'm interested to see how it lasts throughout the day with my very, very oily skin. So we'll see, but it feels very nice. First impressions from first putting it on, it feels nice. It literally feels like I have nothing on my skin right now. It just feels like my skin. It is, I would say it's very light to medium, more so medium coverage. If you want full coverage, I just had to use 3.5 pumps just for half of my face. I tend to like and need a full coverage foundation because I'm going through a skin transformation process with acne scarring. I did a video on my first chemical peel, which is really helping my skin texture a lot. I'll leave that on the screen. I need to leave a lot of videos on the screen and I'll link it down below. So if you have any texture like I do, any scarring, you're gonna need to build it up. It's not full coverage by any means, but it feels amazing. This feels like this would be a great everyday foundation, like just things that you want to put on for work or for school. It just feels like skin. I really like it. I keep saying that because I really like it. Okay, so we've got that on the right side, which I think is the left side for you. Now we're gonna go on with the Revlon Color Stay. Now this does not feel like skin. When you put this on, you do feel like you have foundation on, but I find it to be comfortable. You guys let me know your thoughts about this down below. Some people love this. Some people are like, some people hate it. I like full coverage foundation. It's full coverage. It's long wearing. I did a video where I did a first impressions on this and I left it on for like 14 hours. It's very old. It's like one of my first videos, like my first year of YouTube. I'll leave a link to it down below. This stuff did not move. And it was on all day. And I remember putting it through hell. I went to a concert, I worked out. So I really like this foundation, but I know it's not going to feel like this. Like this feels amazing. This actually feels like you have foundation on, but I know I can trust it and it'll work. So let me go get a clean foundation brush because this one is dirty. This one is dirty. Let me go get a clean one. I'll be right back. Okay, foundation brush, got it. Let's do this. Let's put it down here. You see the difference with this? You put that stuff down on and it is not running at all. It's very thick, so you feel it. So you feel it on your skin, but it does the job. So Revlon Color Stay Cappuccino. Let's go. Thank God I don't have like anywhere important to be, because these colors aren't going to match together perfectly. So I might look kind of crazy. Oh God. Yeah. Whatever. We're just gonna rock with it. There's like a clear color difference. Which side do you guys think looks better? I don't know. I feel like, which side is my actual color? Like this, the Revlon Color Stay is lighter. Is that the color of my neck? I think it is. And this is the Sephora, the Fenty Beauty. Okay, we're just gonna rock with it, all right? The colors are not perfect. That's not what we're testing out. We're testing out the longevity, the wear. So I'm just gonna rock with it. I don't know. I look kind of crazy. I feel like if I kind of blend them better in the middle, it won't be so, oh, no, that's crazy. Like, look, tan, no tan, tan, no tan. I look like I got a bad sunburn. I don't care. Luckily, I'm not going anywhere important today. It's a Saturday. We'll just do it. Because I really do want to see, like, if one is more long wearing than the other, if one starts fading before the other. I just look, wow, it's very interesting. So I think even though I went 2 shades lighter, this 450 might still even be too dark for me. I might have to go exchange it again, because the winter months are coming up and I'm just going to keep getting, I'm going to get lighter. And also, I think since I got my chemical peel, I was talking to one of you guys about this. I think my skin tone has gotten lighter. And one of you guys was telling me that you get chemical peels all the time and that your skin tone did get lighter, because I feel like this shade should be my perfect shade, but this is the foundation I've been using, 410, and I feel like this looks more like me. And this just looks dark. So I look crazy. I don't care, because I really want to see how they wear throughout the day. So I'm just going to rock with it, friends. I'm just going to rock with it, okay? All right. So first impressions, I like the way that the Fenty Beauty feels. Now that I have both of them on at the same time, it literally feels like I have nothing on this side of my face. I really like that. Oh, that feels so nice. This side, it feels like I have foundation on, which I don't mind because I love full coverage foundation. But if you, which I don't know who wouldn't, if you like foundation that does feel like skin, you'd love this. You just have to build it up. I did have to use a lot to get the coverage that I need, but I really like the way it feels. I look crazy, but I don't care. We're going to wear this throughout the day. Let me show you the time. It's currently early in the morning. It's not that early. It's 10 a.m. And then I'm just going to check in with you throughout the day, and we'll see how it goes. Even though I look crazy. I don't care. I don't care. So funny. All right, let me show you the time. Time check. It's 9:52 a.m. I'm going to go do the rest of my makeup. I have to film some other videos, and then I'm just going to check in with you throughout the day, and we'll check both sides and see how they go. Okay? Should be interesting. I'm sure I'll get a lot of stares today because I'm basically tan on one side and not on the other, but I don't care. I do it for the tube. All right, friends, I'll see you in a couple hours. All right, friends, time check. Current time, 2:18. So what did we put this on, like around 10? So we're at the 4-hour mark. So I didn't check in with you guys after I did my full face of makeup. It looked crazy the last time I saw you when I just had the foundation on. But once I put concealer, so I have concealer, blush, and then contour. That's the only stuff I put on my face. I didn't do any powder. Oh, I did powder under the eyes, but nowhere on the face. So I think it actually looks more blended now that I have everything on. Like, you can't tell the difference in the shades like you could before. So I didn't do any additional blending on the face. What you guys saw on camera, that's what I did. And then I just started with my concealer and everything. So it looks like one shade now. So let's see how we're doing at the 4-hour mark. Okay, so remember, this is the side with Fenty Beauty, and this is the Revlon Color Stay. So let's look up close. I feel like on the side with Revlon Color Stay, I'm a lot more shiny. Like, significantly so. I'm shiny on both sides, but I feel like on Fenty Beauty, it's not as much as Revlon Color Stay. And remember, I didn't use a primer. Usually when I use Revlon Color Stay, I use a primer and I don't get this oily within 4 hours. Usually I start getting oily within 6 hours. I don't know if I told you guys this. I have very oily, acne prone skin. I think I have I feel like some of the most oily skin you can have. I'm oily all day, no matter what. Whatever I do, I get oily. It's just it's just a question of when, if I get oily a little later or very soon. So I always use mattifying products to try to keep the oiliness at bay for as long as possible. So I get oily no matter what, but I feel like on the, sorry, I'm getting them confused. On the Fenty Beauty side, I'm not as oily as the side with Revlon Color Stay. And coverage is still there on both sides. I don't see it breaking up anywhere. It's still there. Not bad. I have to say, the side with the Fenty Beauty just feels so comfortable. Like, this side of my face feels not heavy, but now that I have two different foundations on, it just feels like it's heavier. Like, this feels like I have bare skin on, Fenty Beauty. And then this side just feels kind of like, it feels like I have foundation on this side. It's very odd because usually you're used to your whole face feeling one way. So this way feels bare and this side feels like there's foundation on. It's weird. But so far they're both doing good with coverage. But I have to say, Fenty Beauty, I'm not as oily on that side. I'm oily on both, but I'm not as oily. So we're at the 4-hour mark. I'm going to keep this on and I will check in with you again. By the way, I look different in all these check-ins. Like right now, I'm about to clean the house and film some more. So I'm going to look different every time you see me. I'm going to try to leave these on for as long as possible. So I'll see you in a couple hours. All right, friends, you see the time correctly. We have reached the 12-hour mark. I am so tired. I have had such a long day. I filmed and edited 2 videos yesterday. Or not yesterday. See, I'm losing it. Today, that was my Ipsy September. What? I can't even think. I've had this foundation. I've been up since 4 a.m. I woke up at 4 a.m., was at the gym by 5:30 a.m. So I'm officially ooh, what am I saying? I filmed and edited 2 videos, my September Ipsy and a foundation video, which was quite funny. So if you haven't seen those, I'll leave a link to them down below. I've just had a long day. Here comes the dog. Sit. Every time I start filming, he tries to come over to me. So let me give you a quick update because I'm ready to take this off. So 12-hour mark, and I know to some of you I might look extra greasy, but this just happened within the last hour. No, that's not true. I think within the last 2 to 3 hours I got super oily, but this is just normal for me. The fact that this didn't happen sooner is actually really shocking, considering I didn't put on any powder or any primer. So, final thoughts. I can't believe I'm going to say this. I like the side better, the Fenty Beauty side. It just feels like skin. Even now, even though I'm so shiny, it literally feels like I have nothing on my skin. It's very comfortable. I really like it. A good question came up though. Someone who has dry skin asked in the comments in my last video, and they're like, do you think it'll work for dry skin? I checked on Sephora and it says it's for dry skin, sensitive skin, oily skin. So I think if you just moisturize and put a hydrating primer under it, you'd be fine. Next time, I will definitely use a primer, but it's long wearing. I still have the coverage on both sides, by the way. I already knew the Revlon Color Stay, I would have the coverage. I knew it would still be there. I knew I'd be oily because I didn't put a primer on. The only difference is the way it feels. Like this side of my face where I have the Revlon Color Stay just feels heavy. It feels like there's something on my skin, whereas the Fenty Beauty, I don't feel like I have anything on. It's pretty amazing. Another thing I noticed about this foundation is it does oxidize. So if you don't know what that means, basically once you put it on and the oxygen hits the foundation, it gets darker throughout the day. So right now I have on 450, and honestly, I think even that is too dark right now. I might need to go back again and exchange it for maybe 2 more shades lighter, at least 1 more, because it does oxidize. And I think even just in the bottle, it might be too dark. So then when it starts oxidizing, you guys saw it earlier, it looked a bit dark still. So, and I don't know, I keep saying this, but I swear since I've gotten a chemical peel, my whole skin tone has just gotten lighter. So I think I need to go back 1 more time, exchange it, and get a shade or 2 darker. So just keep that in mind. This does oxidize, so you will need to go a shade or 2 lighter than what you think you need. Keep that in mind. So this is a 450. I had no business getting a 470 if you haven't seen that video. It's funny. I might need to go even, I know I need to go lighter. I'm just not sure how much, but I really like this foundation. Thumbs up from me. This is amazing. I really like it. I'm tempted to just keep this as like for a summer. No, because summer's ending. I was going to keep this for a summer foundation and then go get another one. But I think I'm just going to go exchange it because it's about to be winter and it's just going to be way too dark for me. And summer's too far away because summer's just now ending. So thumbs up for me on the Fenty Beauty foundation. I already knew I loved the Revlon Color Stay. It just doesn't feel as nice as this one does. It's long wearing. It's great if you have oily skin. I would just suggest using a primer so you won't get as oily as soon if you're super, super oily. If you're normal, dry, or combo, I think everybody would really like this. I don't know. I haven't watched anyone else's reviews, so leave me your comments down below if you tried it, if you like it, if you don't like it. I haven't watched anyone's reviews because I just wanted to give you my own thoughts without hearing anyone else's opinions, but I really like it. After having it on for 12 hours, I really like it. The coverage is starting to leave, I always call this my collarbone, and then I'm watching when I edit, I'm like, what the hell, that's not your collarbone, my jawbone, but that's because I took a nap, and I tried not to lay on my face, but I did. So for both sides, the foundation is starting to come up right here, but that's because I was just laying down, but I really like it. Feels nice. If I had to choose either Revlon Color Stay or Fenty Beauty, I can't believe I'm going to say it, but I would choose the Fenty Beauty. I still love my Revlon Color Stay. You're still my baby. I still love you. But if I had to choose a winner, it would definitely be Fenty Beauty. So that's it from me. I will leave a link to the foundation down below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so that you're notified of all new uploads. I'm going to be... Oh, here comes my dog. Sit. Where are you going? Sit down. Coco, get in. Go get in. Get... I can't film with a dog. It's almost like having a child. I don't even know what I was saying. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the bell so that you're notified of all new ups. Oh, that's what I was going to say. I am going to be reviewing every single thing in the collection. So I'm just going to do them one by one so we can just see how they perform, how long they last. I think next up I'll do the highlighters. Check out the videos that are on the screen here, and I will put my face here. If you just click on that and you hit subscribe, you will be subscribed, and I will see you next time. Bye.